Welcome back, class. This is chapter 10.3b in Math 7, and our lesson is entitled Graphing a Line Using Slope and a Given Point. We have three major steps that we're going to be dealing with here. First of all, we're going to graph the given point. Now they'll tell us if it's a point like 0, 0, or 1, 2, or negative 2, negative 3, etc. They will also give us the slope for most of these, and that will help us to find other points that are actually on the line. We do some counting, and I'll be describing that for you. We always start, however, with the given point from step 1. Once we have a series of points, we can then draw a line through the points. In example 1, we are given a slope of positive 3/5. So we know that that means we want our line to rise from the left over to the right. It's a line we're going to walk up. And it's supposed to go through the origin 0, 0, and as you can see, I've already graphed 0, 0. Step 2 says we want to start at the given point, so that means we're going to start at 0, 0, and then we're going to use that slope. Now 3/5, remember that that's a change in y, which talks about up and down, over the change in x, which talks about right and left. So for a slope of 3/5, we are going to move 3 units up. That's the y part. And then we're going to move 5 units to our right. That will be the x part. So we're going to start at 0, 0. We're going to count 1, 2, 3. That's our 3 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll make a bigger dot there so we don't get confused. We can also start at 0, 0, and we can move 3 units down, and then we can move 5 units left. Now up is a positive type of movement, so is right. Down is a negative type of movement, and so is left. So if we're going to go 3 units down and 5 units left, we're going to have a negative over a negative move over a negative move, which then means we have a positive slope, because a negative number divided by a negative number does give us a positive 3/5 in this case. So we're going to again start at the 0, 0. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 units down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units to our left. And from there we're going to draw the line. You should probably use a ruler. I've had a little bit more experience, but sometimes my lines don't always look so great either. But a ruler will be helpful. Now, if we had a bigger grid, we could actually keep going. We could go another 3 units down and another 5 units left. We could go another 3 units up and another 5 units to the right. And we could keep going. But we have a smaller grid. Important notes. This is the part you really got to wrap your brain around. If the slope is positive, we are going to move up and then to our right, because that's positive movement. Positive and positive. We can also move down, and we can move left, because down is negative, left is negative, and a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So you can kind of guess that if our slope is negative, we're actually going to move up, but we need a negative movement, so we're going to move to our left. Remember, I want a line that I can slide down. But we can also move down, but then we want to have, that's the negative move, down, so then we want a positive move, so we have to go to our right. And often we do both of the movement actions. We go up and left as well as down and right, or we go up and right, down and left, in order to get more points to use for the line. The bigger the graph, the more we would probably do. Let's look at an example that has a negative slope. We know that, our slope here is negative 1 over 2, and we want to go through the point 1, 2. That means we're going to graph 1, 2. 1, 2. That's our starting point. We are going to start at 1, 2, and we have a negative slope. Now remember, a negative slope is one that we want to slide down. So if we would go up, if we go to our right, we're not going to be able to slide down the line. And there is a typo here. It's supposed to be 1 unit up, and then 2 units to our left. Because remember, I want to slide down the line. So I'm going to move up 1 and left 2. Now I can do it again. Up 1 and left 2. Up 1 and left 2. Up 1 and left 2. But I can also move, and here's another typo, sorry, 1 unit down. Now, remember, I want this type of a line where I can slide down. So I'm not going to move left, I'm going to move to my right. So this time I'm going to move 2 units to the right. The down is the negative move, the right is the positive, and a negative divided by a positive is a negative. Remember, my slope is negative. So I'm going to go 1 down, 2 right, 1 down, 2 right, 1 down, 2 right. So see, I can put in a whole lot of points if I want. Now I know this is kind of confusing, so I can actually get rid of these because I don't need them. Now I connect the big points. You should be using a ruler. Let's try example 3. In example 3, you're going to have a positive slope of 2. This means 2 over 1, or negative 2 over negative 1. And I want to go through 0, 0. So I'll graph my 0, 0. Now remember, slope is y over x. You're going to move up first or down first. Since I am a positive slope here, I know that I want my line to be the type where I'm going to climb up. So if I go up 2, I want to go to my right. Up 2, right 1. Up 2, right 1. Up 2, right 1. Or I can go down to left 1, down to left 1, down to left 1, down to left 1. And at this point, I use my ruler. You use your ruler, and you can connect the points. And I have used my slope at a given point in order to graph a line. And that completes lesson 10.3b. I'll catch you next time.